Hoophouses for Health, Becoming a Farm-to-School Partner. This presentation will provide an overview of what it means to participate as a farm-to-school partner in the Hoophouses for Health program. It will cover a brief overview of the program, school and early childhood program eligibility, requirements for participation, and how to get started as a school or early childhood program partner. Hoophouses for Health is a partnership between the Michigan State University Center for Regional Food Systems, the Michigan Farmers Market Association, and the MSU Department of Horticulture. All three of these programs play complementary roles in implementing the Hoophouses for Health program. The program is made possible by the generous funding from the W.K. Kellogg Foundation. Hoophouses for Health has two primary program goals. Its first goal is to build season extension capacity and infrastructure for Michigan farms. It does so by providing farmers with loans to build hoophouses, which are passive solar greenhouses. These structures allow farmers the ability to start farming earlier in the spring and harvest later into fall and winter, allowing them access to year-round markets. The second goal of Hoophouses for Health is to increase the purchasing power and access to healthy foods for vulnerable families throughout Michigan with children ages 0 to 8. Farmers who receive loans are able to pay them back by providing an equivalent amount of food to eligible families through farmers markets and farm-to-school sales. Farmers that are seeking to repay a portion of their loan through farm-to-school sales will partner with a local school or early childhood program and provide food at zero cost to food service providers to use in their meal programs. They then deduct the cost of that food from their loan. In order to participate in Hoophouses for Health as a farm-to-school partner, you must be located within range of one of our participating farmers. In order to participate, farmers must sell at a partnering farmers market, indicated here on the map. As you can see, Hoophouses for Health operates all over the state in both the lower and upper peninsulas, but is not available everywhere. Keep in mind that new markets are occasionally added, so opportunities may open up in the future. To find out if there is a participating farmer near you, visit our website at hoophousesforhealth.org and contact our program staff. The first step in the program is for farmers to apply and receive a loan to build a hoop house. As mentioned, one of the ways they are able to pay off their loan is by forming farm-to-school partnerships and providing schools and early childhood programs with food to use in their meal programs. The food provided by farmers must be grown or produced on that farm and can be used in meals, snacks, or summer food service programs. Hoop houses also allow farmers to extend the amount of food they're able to provide to schools and early childhood programs in winter and early spring. Schools and early childhood programs must meet certain eligibility criteria to participate. K-12 schools or districts must have at least 50% free and reduced price meal eligibility in the district to participate. If an individual school wants to participate, we base it on district-wide rate. They also must participate in school-based USDA child nutrition programs like the National School Lunch Program. Early childhood programs have a couple different tiers. Head Start, Early Head Start, and Great Start Readiness programs already qualify based on federal requirements for participation. If a program is housed in a K-12 school or district, the district must have at least 50% free and reduced price meal eligibility. If an independent program wants to participate, they must be located in the attendance area of a school building with at least 50% free and reduced price meal eligibility. And similarly, they must participate in USDA child nutrition programs like the Child and Adult Care Food Program. The process for connecting with farmers is fairly simple. When a participating farmer expresses interest in farm to school, the Center for Regional Food Systems works to connect them with eligible schools in their area. Some of this is drawing on programs who have already expressed interest, and some is through cold calling new districts or early childhood programs that are eligible. The farmer then works with the school or early childhood program to determine products and quantities of interest. This varies on a case-by-case basis. The quantity of food one might receive depends on the farmer's growing capacity and the size of your school or early childhood program. Food service administrators are then responsible for signing zero balance invoices to document the amount of food that they receive. Farmers will assign wholesale prices to their items and itemize that on their invoices. These invoices are then submitted to the Michigan Farmers Market Association and used to deduct the amount from the farmer's loan balance. As a farm-to-school partner, you are committing to receiving and using food produced by the farmer in your food program, signing invoices provided by farmers. These invoices will include the prices of the products delivered so that we can track that against their loan payback, but they will show a zero balance to indicate that the food program doesn't owe any money for the food. And then you also commit to participating in program evaluation efforts upon request. Some of this includes filling out surveys or responding to calls from program administrators, but is minimal. This is a sample of what an invoice might look like. Farmers are responsible for creating their own invoices. Some may be typed up like the one here, and others will provide handwritten receipts for you to sign. We require all invoices to be signed by the food service program or the early childhood program director, but as you'll see, it notes that $0 are due and that it will be used to pay off Hoophouses for Health credit. I want to emphasize again that the amount of produce you will receive depends on the agreement you work out with farmers, the time of year, and how much product you're interested in receiving. It can vary depending on the season as well. There is no standard amount that schools or early childhood programs typically receive, and you can work with your farmer to get a variety of products or just the one or two that you'd like to start with. In order to participate as a farm-to-school partner, you can download this form at the hoophousesforhealth.org website. This farm-to-school commitment form is available by clicking on School and Early Childhood Program Information. This form collects some basic contact and program information, including a few questions that ask you about your current purchasing and nutrition education practices, as well as some questions about eligibility. The last page of the form asks you to commit to the various components of the program that was mentioned earlier: receiving food and using it strictly in your food program, signing zero balance invoices, and participating in evaluation efforts. Once you've submitted your application and we've found you a farmer partner, you can get started. While I mentioned that Hoophouses for Health is not available everywhere, you can still submit a commitment form so that if a farmer becomes available in the future, we already have your information on file to connect you. For questions about the program, you can contact Rebecca Favor, who is the Hoophouses for Health Program Specialist, at rebecca@mifma.org. If you have questions more generally about farm to school, you can email me at harperab@msu.edu.